Neurosis is a post-metal band, based in Oakland, California. They formed in 1985 as a hardcore punk band, and their sound progressed towards a doom metal style that also included influences from dark ambient and industrial music as well as incorporating elements of folk music. Terrorizer Magazine described Neurosis as arguably the most influential band of the past 2 decades. History, formation and early years. In late 1985, Scott Kelly, David Woodson and Jason Reeder founded the band as a hardcore punk outfit, borrowing from British crust punk like Ambient. In 1986 Chad Salter was added on second guitar, and in 1990, Simon McIlroy joined the band as a synthesizer sampler. There have only been a few changes in the lineup of Neurosis's musicians since the band's inception. In 1989 Chad Salter was replaced by Steve Von Till, and in 1995 Noah Landis, a childhood friend of David Woodson, replaced Simon McIlroy. With the word as law, Neurosis began to transition from the hardcore punk of Pain of Mind to the more experimental sound of Souls at Zero, which would ultimately form the basis for post-metal. Neurosis' signature sound came into full force with Enemy of the Sun, with the Quietus observing that at the time few could have predicted this black hole of agonizingly precise metal riffs, unnerving backmasking, industrial folkisms and extensive sampling. Through Silver in Blood to A Sun That Never Sets, in 1996, Neurosis attracted mainstream attention with its Relapse Records debut, Through Silver in Blood and subsequent tour with Pantera. In 1999, Neurosis released Times of Grace, which was designed to be played synchronously with Grace, an album released by Neurosis' ambient side project, Tribes of Neurot. In the early 2000s, the band founded their own independent record label, Neurot Recordings, which, in addition to releasing material from Neurosis and its associated projects, signed several other artists. Beginning with A Sun That Never Sets, Neurosis began incorporating clean vocals and acoustic instrumentation into its sound. Allmusic described this change as an aesthetic sea change. 2004's The Eye of Every Storm expanded upon this change by incorporating more slow moments and ambient textures into the mix. Recent activity, with Given to the Rising, Neurosis reincorporated a more aggressive approach into their music once again. The band entered the studio in December 2011 to record the follow-up to Given to the Rising. The new album, entitled Honor Found in Decay, was released in late October 2012. Visuals. From 1990 to 1993, Adam G. Kendall was recruited to create visuals and perform live with the band. Following his departure from touring, Pete Incorporated took over the job, although Kendall continued to contribute visuals for the band until as late as 1997. Kendall also shot the footage for the Locust Star video. Josh Graham took over live visuals in early 2000 as Pete wasn't cutting the mustard, and created album artwork for 2004's The Eye of Every Storm, 2007's Given to the Rising, and 2012's Honor Found in Decay, as well as redesigns for the reissues of Souls at Zero and Enemy of the Sun. Graham and Neurosis amicably parted ways in late November 2012 via an announcement on the band website. Often experimental and psychedelic in nature, the visuals have added to the reputation of Neurosis live performances. Many of the visuals for their tours supporting Through Silver in Blood can be found in Ken Russell's film Altered States. Other images are included in the enhanced portion of the Sovereign EP, and on the A Sun That Never Sets DVD video release. The majority of the DVD release was directed by Josh Graham, with an additional video by Chad Ruhlman. Influences. Neurosis have cited Swans, Hank Williams, Jimi Hendrix, Pink Floyd, Black Sabbath, King Crimson, Black Flag, Hawkwind, Joy Division, Rudimentary Penny, Celtic Frost, Melvins, Die Kreuzen, Killing Joke, Ambient, and Voivod as inspirational. Neurosis have also alluded to the work of Philip K. Dick, Enmar Bergman, Jack London, Paul Bowles, and Cormac McCarthy. Band members. Current members: Scott Kelly Euro vocals, guitar, David Woodson Euro bass guitar, backing vocals, Jason Reeder Euro drums, Steve Von Till Euro vocals, guitar, Noah Landis Euro synthesizer, keyboards, effects, Samples, former members, Chad Gator Tofu Salter Euro vocals, guitar, Simon McIlroy Euro keyboards, synthesizers, samples, additional personnel, Adam Kendall Euro visual artist, Pete Incorporated. Euro visual artist, Josh Graham Euro visual artist, Jackie Perez Gratz Euro cello, discography, side projects. Neurosis and Jubbo, a collaboration between Neurosis and Jubbo, Tribes of Neurot, the alter ego of Neurosis. A collective of musicians that create dark ambient and noise music. Blood and Time, an acoustic side project of Neurosis with apocalyptic folk overtones. Culper Ring, a brief side project of Neurosis experimenting with dark ambient and industrial music. Red Sparrows, a group formerly featuring Josh Graham, as he departed the group early 2008. A Storm of Light, a heavy experimental rock band featuring Josh Graham. Battle of Mice, a post-hardcore band featuring Josh Graham. Harvestman, an ambient industrial side band featuring Steve Von Till. Violent Coercion, pre-Neurosis hardcore punk band with Scott Kelly on guitar, Dave Edwardson on bass and Jason Reeder on drums. Jesus Fucking Christ, a heavy punk thrash band reminiscent of Pain of Mind era Neurosis featuring Dave Edwardson on bass and vocals. Kicker, a 77 punk UK 82 band featuring Dave Edwardson on bass and Pete the Roddy, former Neurosis Roddy, on vocals. Shrinebuilder, a stoner metal supergroup featuring Scott Kelly. References. External links, Neurosis official website, an interview with Josh Graham, March 2008, Neurosis article July 2007, COC, article, RAM, interview, Brooklyn Vegan, interview.